So as it is written, you know, we don't know when that time gonna come that we gotta meet that judgment. That's written in 2 Corinthians 5 and 10. But know this for a fact. 2 Corinthians 5 and 10 says, for we must all appear before the judgment seat of Mashiach Yahushua, that every one may receive the things done in his body, according to that he hath done, whether it be good or bad. Knowing therefore the terror of Mashiach Yahushua, we persuade men, but we are made manifest unto the Most High, and I trust also are made manifest in your consciences. I hope you will be able to hear, listen, and go over this however many times it needs to be gone over to so you can realize this. Because let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Ecclesiastes 12:13. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High. Be afraid of the Most High. What's fear the Most High? Let's look at one example of fear the Most High and see what it says. Proverbs 1 and 7. The fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge. You hear that? But fools despise wisdom and instruction. You can't tell a fool, you can't give them, wisdom is the proper application of how you apply this knowledge in your life. And you got to instruct them. Somebody got to instruct you to help you to be able to know how to apply this wisdom, which is the proper application of knowledge in your life. Or you're a fool. That's why, all right, go to Isaiah, the 1st chapter. Let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter. That's why the Most High said this about us. He said, Salakia, I'm on Psalms, the 1st chapter, I believe. Be slow angry. He says, look, bless the man that walketh not in the counsels of the unrighteous. Y'all gonna walk in the counsel of the unrighteous? Those that telling you that what's unrighteous? Not keeping the laws and the commandments of the Most High. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the unrighteous, nor standeth in the way of sinners. So what's sin? 1 John 3 and 4. Sin is the transgression of the Most High's laws and commandments. Nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful, but his delight is in the law of the Most High. Hear this? His delight is in the law of the Most High, and in his law does he meditate day and night. He shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water. You got a tree that's planted by the rivers of water, it's going to be nourished continually, to blossom and to bringing forth all his fruit. That bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. The unrighteous are not so. They're not this way, but are like the shaft which the wind driveth away. Like the shaft, like the tumbleweeds, like I said, they're going to be like the tumbleweeds that the wind drives away. It's talking about this. The shaft is part of the wheat that just blows away. That's how they're going to be when he told you it's going to be like stubble, like tumbleweeds. That's the fire going to burn up too. Therefore, the unrighteous shall not stand in the judgment. The unrighteous not going to stand in the judgment, because they're going to be thrown in the lake of fire. Nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. So ain't no sinners going to be with the righteous, those that's keeping the commandments of the Most High. That's why you got to know what these words mean. I gave you the definition of righteous at the beginning of this lesson. Deuteronomy 6:25 and Psalms 119, 172. The righteous are those that keep the laws of the Most High, for the Most High knoweth the way of the righteous. But the way of the righteous shall perish. We just read about it today. Y'all better understand and understand. This is real, man. I don't know what y'all reading. I know what I'm reading. Look. This is very, very important that we see this without a shadow of a doubt, because we still in Jacob's trouble. And we got to understand Ecclesiastes 12:13. So let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High. That's why if you don't know what fear the Most High is, I've done lessons on fear the Most High. Number one, and you'll see it goes for a lot of different precepts on fearing the Most High. Be afraid, be scared of the Most High. Don't let them tell you that you ain't got to fear the Most High. His name is jealous. He said, I'm a consuming fire. He said, I will melt you. Okay, let me show you. Fear the Most High, right? This for all you gainsayers out there that think you want to, telling people they don't have to fear the Most High. Let me give you an example of the Most High, since y'all say you ain't got to fear the Most High. Ezekiel 22:20. Y'all know I like to bring this out. As they gather silver and brass and iron, I tell you, I better know about the Most High. And lead and tin in the midst of the furnace, to blow the fire upon it, to melt it, so will I gather you in mine anger, that we done heard about in this lesson. And in my fury, we done read about the fury of the Most High. And I will leave you there and melt you. That's the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob being the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. He said, I'm going to leave you there and melt you. Yeah, I will gather you and blow upon you in the fire of my wrath, and ye shall be melted in the midst thereof. Remember he said the army, the navy, the marines, the air force of all nations that's going to come together to fight. He said he going to burn them up. Ain't going to be nothing but dust and smell of smoke. When Ezra see this, he was afraid, seeing this vision in his mind, in a dream. He said, yeah, I will gather you and blow upon you in the fire of my wrath, and ye shall be melted in the midst thereof. As silver is melted in the midst of the furnace, so shall ye be melted in the midst thereof. And ye shall know. I love when he say this. And ye shall know. If you don't know, you gonna know that I, the Most High said, and the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, he said that's his name forever, immortal, all generations, have poured out my fury upon you. You better hear what he's saying. But I digress. Ecclesiastes 12:13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. He said, fear the Most High. So if you're able to stand with the Most High's fury and indignation that he just said, I'm going to melt you, hey, you doing something. You better fear the Most High and keep his commandments, which is his laws, for this is the whole duty of man. Just like we just read, for the Most High shall bring every work into judgment. That's what we done in these mortal bodies. Remember, the book's going to be open, and everything going to be read that we done in these mortal bodies by our works. That's why I say, for the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil, good or bad. Like he said in 2 Corinthians 5 and 10. It's the same thing. That's why I say there's no New Testament. There's only the law and the prophet. But you don't know what the law says and the prophet said and everything Apocrypha says. All the prophets, you don't know that, then you ain't going to really understand the New Testament. He's just quoting what it is that's written here. Same thing. That's why we have an opportunity now. This is Jacob's trouble. Yasharallah. We got a chance to get it together and be together. Don't try and get together when it's too late. You better be together by the time all this go down and be part of no hair upon your head shall be touched. But the Most High said, be part of this. I'll lead you with this. This is where you should want to be. Because he's not a man, he should lie. 2 Ezra 2. In verse 26, it says, as for the servants whom I have given thee, talking to our captors, our oppressors, there shall not one of them perish of the 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel. For I will require them from among thy number. He gonna gather us from the four corners of the earth. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful. See, you don't want to be one of those. That's why I'm warning people. They don't understand what's all written here that's going to happen, get ready to happen in this earth. And it can escalate just like that. And all of a sudden you in it. Now what you going to do? He said, others shall weep and be sorrowful. So myself Shai said it's going to be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Because people are going to be weeping and sorrowful. But thou shalt be merry and have abundance. Yeah? Some of us going to be merry and have abundance when others going to be weeping and be sorrowful. He said the heathen shall envy thee. These other nations outside of the tribes of Israel going to envy those that apply to this. But they shall be able to do nothing against thee, said the Most High. What was the Most High saying? You got to trust and have faith in him and doing what you need to do to be here. That it applies to you. My hand shall cover thee so that thy children shall not see hell. Better understand. Understand. So, that's what hell, that's coming. Hell. That fire that he's bringing, that's hell. Hell, fire. So hopefully you won't be part of it. And with that, I'll conclude my lesson for tonight. And I hope that it was edifying. If not, then go over it again. See what you can get out of it. And with that, I'm out. Shalom.